Mr. S, what can I do to improve my grade in this class?
Xavier, it's May.
Oh, may I do something to improve my grade in your class?
Good morning, and welcome to the home stretch of the school year. And this year's Penn News. My name is Xavier Bain.
And I'm Malachi Barner. There's only one more episode of Penn News this year from our senior class, so let's get into it.
We begin downstairs in Mrs. Smith's engineering class.
We've been working on it since the beginning of the year, so it's really no excuse, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like if we had a little bit more time, we could definitely add more genres on the homepage and stuff, and like make it look nicer. And we did all this without any coding, so like we was limited to what we could do. But yeah, I'm happy with the result. And okay.
Students today are presenting their final projects. The projects involve them in identifying real-world solutions to a variety of challenges. The students get an opportunity to work side by side with professional engineers that lead to incredible collaboration and results.
It's a great opportunity for the students. It's truly amazing to watch as a teacher. It allows students to fully dive into what the engineering design process is, along with kind of to see what engineers go through in their everyday life. And by them working with the professionals in the field, they get the live feedback from that, so then they have an idea of what it will be like post high school.
I'm happy with it. I think we could have did better, but we've been working on it since the beginning of the year, so it's really no excuse, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like if we had a little bit more time, we could definitely add more genres on the homepage and stuff, and like make it look nicer. And we did all this without any coding, so like we was limited to what we could do. But yeah, I'm happy with the result.
Congratulations to Alexandra Arista and Deshaun Withers for winning the Best Dress competition. Last week, students were invited to wear their best and most professional attire. Students and staff voted for who had the best attire. Students that participated are also being celebrated with a lunch today in the CIS room.
Tickets are still on sale for our third annual William Penn Music Gala. Join us on May 23rd at 6:30 p.m. for the night of the awards, good food, and celebration for all the talented musicians here at William Penn. Tickets will cost $8 for seniors and $12 for general admission, which cover the cost of your snacks, dinner, desserts, and drinks for the duration of the event. Please see Mr. Haddock in the room W109 to get yours.
Finally, last night, the FFA held the end of the year banquet at Penn Farm. Students, staff, and guests gathered to celebrate not only the achievements of the students in agriculture, but appoint new officers for next year. The event was catered by the culinary class, but the desserts. Families made them and let people vote on their favorites. The two winners were apple pie and jello cake, but in the end, jello cake won thanks to a decisive rock, paper, scissors win.
Are you interested in being a William Penn High School varsity cheerleader for the fall season? Tryouts will be held in Gym 1 on May 20th, 21st, and 22nd from 2 to 5 p.m. You must attend all 3 days and have a physical dated after April 1st, 2025 to try out. You can schedule a physical with the Wellness Center. Please fill out the interest form on Schoology. Working for Penn News has been an experience for everyone that has been a part of the class.
Each week, we work hard to bring you content and information that's happening at William Penn, and it's one of the most challenging parts of the class.
Today, we would like to show you a little bit of stuff that happens behind the scenes here at Penn News.
I would say what's best about being on Penn News, honestly, yeah, it's like the creative part. It's honestly just pretty fun, just like chill. I mean, it's an easy job to do, just reading a script, but like I just like being creative, it's fun to work on,
I like the environment and stuff, working with friends, and the bloopers, like behind the scenes of the Penn News, it's funny.
I do a lot outside of the classroom. I do a lot not in the studio that also goes towards Penn News. I edit videos. I do pretty much anything Sal needs me to do.
All right. Thanks, Amari. Spring break is right around the corner. If you're interested in going, spots are filling up quickly.
What many people see on screen is only a small part of what goes on at Penn News. Behind the scenes is a challenging working environment where students collaborate, converse, and create.
It's hard. I know every single person has said, oh, it's hard. It's really hard to do. But definitely it's been really hard for me not being in the studio, even though I'm sure it's so hard for them too.
There's a lot of like behind the scenes stuff. There's people scrolling on like the teleprompter, making sure that we're caught up with the script. There's people that work on like writing the scripts. There's people that do like the MOSs, weather. So like it's a lot than just sitting up here just reading,
A lot of work with him, like editing, the TriCaster, the talents, reading the script, going over the script like before, and the bloopers, like them getting it wrong and stuff.
A lot of messing up, a lot of errors on everyone's behalf, and just a lot of side quests. We talk a lot and procrastinate.
People mess up. Everybody messes up. I mess up all the time. Everybody messes up. Sal forgets to put commas in and messes up people reading, and it's okay. We just have to persevere, try again.
The mistakes are a big part of Penn News. While many people only see the finished product, mistakes are the best learning tools working on Penn News. One of the most important things Mr. Salandria encourages his students to make mistakes.
Our own Stephen Moore.
Nobody in this field, this medium, is perfect. They all make mistakes. And I like that when students do make mistakes, they can see them, they can acknowledge them, and down the line, they can also correct them. That leads to the whole growth mindset. If a student messes up on the TriCaster, presses the wrong button to switch to a camera, they know they got to pay a little bit more attention to the script and to what shot is coming up next. Big mistake that a lot of students learn from that always helps is when it comes to the cameras. A lot of the students just grab them and go. They don't check them, and something minor would be they forgot to grab the SD card. But something major would be where they go out, they start recording, and the biggest thing that they forgot to do was turn on the microphone. And they come back with no sound. So then they have to go back out, redo the whole project again.
By making mistakes now, down the line, students will know how to handle them in the real world. Behind the scenes, Mr. Salandria wears many hats, helping students not only with the technical parts of Penn News, but also the creative and helping kids try new things.
Sal helps a lot. Without him, I genuinely don't think I would be nearly as comfortable being on camera and like all that. I know that Gary Phillips prepared me to be behind the camera, help with that stuff, but Sal genuinely has helped me come out of my shell more and do a lot more on-camera work. And in general, he helps write the scripts. He asks for feedback, which I really like.
Well, on my part, when he helped me, he showed me how to do the TriCaster, showed me everything I need to know about it and stuff. And he does, like, he goes to sports games and records that, like, get our sports content on Penn News.
Yes, he helps a lot. He pretty much writes the whole script. He goes out and records, like, usually, like, the sports highlights and things like that. And he also, like, sets up a lot of, I'll say, like, that, like, out-of-school, like, videos that we do, like the FFA thing or the Battery Park videos, things like that. He sets up all of that. So it's a lot more than just writing the script for him. He sets it all up.
The students that work Penn News are a strong, dedicated group. The class offers them a chance to put themselves out there for everyone to see and allows students the chance to get a real media working experience and grow.
Caravel.
It's Carvel! It's Carvel!
There's only so much you can do in a classroom in terms of growth. Once you get out of that classroom, kind of have like an assignment guideline, you can make it your own. That's actually where you can see students grow. You also get to see their voices develop because every student's going to do a story totally different than the next.
If you want to be a part of Penn News and get the experience working in media and content creation, speak with Mr. Salandria or your counselor.
Last week was spring break. In case you forgot, everyone did a bunch of different things, from going on trips to foreign countries to just sleeping in. Our own Jackson Baptiste hits the halls to find out what you did with your spring break.
What'd you do over spring break? I was really in scats, like that, fast cars.
I went to Puerto Rico. I did some night kayaking, went to the rainforest, went to the gym. Just had some fun and spent some time with the people I love.
Basically what I did, I went over to my best friend's house and work. That's all I did.
That's cool. Spring break, for the most part, I was just hooping and making money.
Playing basketball.
I went to DSU for the spring fling thing.
I was at my friend's house.
Bro, I was doing a lot, but let me see. The first weekend, I went to Atlantic City. Then after that, well, what we did after we lost, we came back down here. I don't know. After that, bro, I was just scrambling a little bit, bro.
Playing basketball.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, Jackson. We probably noticed that classes, especially in the afternoon, are a lot warmer than before spring break. And that can only mean one thing. Spring is finally here. So let's check in with John McNally for a look at the forecast.
Welcome back to One Up Penn News Channel. This is John McNally. And today, the highest be 83 and the lowest be 60. And it'll be partially cloudy. And tomorrow, it'll be raining with the lowest be 65 and the highest 84. And Sunday, it'll be rainy with the lowest be 65 and the highest 73. Back to the station.
Thanks, John. Switching to sports. The final month of the 2024 to 2025 athletic season has begun. The boys volleyball team has been on a fire run with a record of 10-1. With 5 games left, they play their next 4 on the road, starting with Odessa last night. The team won 3-0. The team will be on the road at Newark today. Good luck, boys.
Meanwhile, I don't know why I did that. All right. My fault.
Bro, his farts threw me off. Right?
All right.
Thanks, John. Switching to sports. The final month of the 2024 to 2025 athletic season has begun. The boys volleyball team has been on a fire run with a record of 10-1. With 5 games left, they play their next 4 on the road, starting with Odessa last night. The team won 3-0. The team will be on the road at Newark today. Good luck, boys.
Meanwhile, the baseball team, also looking to catch fire, went to Charter School of Wilmington. The team took home a 7-0 win led by Michael Baker on the mound. Meanwhile, Sean Roy hit his first home run of the season. The team is back on the road next week against Newark Charter and Salesian.
The girls soccer team has a home game this afternoon against Dickinson, and the softball team will welcome Apple Kunimik as well.
Girls tennis will take on Ursuline and Glasgow next week, while the boys will play Middletown and Glasgow. That'll do it for today. Time for some shout-outs.
I shout out Cornbread, man. He's your guy.
Shout out Smoke and Stack. You know what I'm saying?
Go watch Sinners. That'll do it for today. Thank y'all for tuning in, and remember,
Go Penn win!